here. Hello, everybody. I decided to come on live after all day, thinking about what's going on in the world and following what's going on and looking for the truth. And I felt like we've started Shabbat, and I wanted to get in touch with the people. I'm listening to some things that are just so outrageous. Wait a minute. I'm going to go get my... hold on a second. I'm going to get my microphone. I'll be right back. Just a second. Yeah, you can listen to the news. This is my kitchen here in my clown town. Western part of Ukraine and neo-Nazis. I'm listening to this about Zelensky and Europe and everything. What? I'm going to go get my microphone. I'll be right back.
Finally, Zelensky was sending in neo-Nazi brigades to actually persecute the Russian Orthodox Church. I think that's finally when Putin had enough. And the fact that they think they can trick us into having to have American soldiers shed blood for Ukraine is not going to happen.
I'm so emphatic and excited about what's going on here. It's in the world. I can't believe it. So, I mean, I do believe it. You have to believe it. I can't believe it. Do you believe it? So, I mean, some people are asking, why are you a clown going on talking about politics, you know? Why are you talking about these things? I'm like, wait a minute, you know, a clown is definitely the first one concerned with what's going on with humanity, and it happens to be that we're in a crucial point right now, and it's kind of like, you know, a question of life or death. Oh, yes, I was going to put on my microphone. Look what I got. I got the microphone. Yes. I'm so glad. I was like waiting for this for so really long. I got it for my birthday for myself. And I'm going to put this in. Wait a minute. Let's see. Yes, it's a whole technique. I wanted to get online as soon as I felt like it, because I'm listening to this stuff in Gardner, which somebody I really like. I'll put the link on. Who, yes, I'm done. As I was saying, Amy Parker, hello, hi. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Where are you? Amy Parker is quite an American name. So maybe you're in the States? Oi! Oh, thank you, Amy. Hi. She says I'm pretty. Amy says I'm pretty. It's so nice, thank you. Mine Parker. We've got Mine Ver. Oh, Mine Ver. Like Mine Ver. Oh, hello. How are you? Oh my God, you got 4 people. 4 people, yay. I'm so happy. 5 people. Baby! I didn't even set up the light. However, the microphone is working. Hello. The program. The programma. Io non sei il programma. Il programma si Hey, oh God, come on, Sama. How are you guys? How are you? Please feel free to write anything and ask me any questions. I'm an international clown. You go? Okay, bye. See you next time. Хорошо. Very nice. I'm here because I want to talk about what's going on right now in the world. So I won't hang, because I don't know. I want to put on this is kind of like weird because like you see people coming on and then up they come and they go and you're like, oh, did I bore them or something? Did I not say something? What am I supposed to do? Like at the same time, trying to get people to turn on, to tune in and turn on to my hippie clown channel, which is I'm sitting here at my dinner table. I didn't have dinner yet today. I don't know what's the cause. Listen to this. Do you speak English? And atrás de voce. Are you Italian? Do you like the new president? She seems quite good, actually. Listen to this stuff here. Listen.
Ended in space with no promise of return to Earth.
Do you know that Joe Biden left two people in United States in space? There are two people up in space, and I don't know, by some kind of revenge, he told Musk that he wasn't going to have them taken down. And that's pretty serious, isn't it? I mean, these people are dying up there, and it's been 8 months. Is that normal? I don't know. That's a good question, isn't it? All kinds of things we're finding out about this wonderful Democratic president, Joe Biden, and the whole cabal, right? It's really, 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 more than really, 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 really. It's really, really bad. So bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's really criminal, eh? And so I come here, sprechen Deutsch, and I speak English. I speak English. Che buon via. Korisan, yo, Korisan, vivre la vie, vivre la clown, vivre le contentement. Soyons heureux, be happy, try to see the good things in life, want peace, work for peace, peace between human beings, try to find a way to get along, try to be... Let's try to smile together. You want to smile? Smile. I see a question. You have a question. Quelle est la questione? Quelle est la questione? I'm going to sing you a song that I love to sing when I start my lives. I started doing lives, and I like it. It's not easy, but I want to do this because I want to get to the truth of things, and I want to bring the news over to the people in a different way. I'm following this stuff going on here every day and every night, and I'm just at the moment we have to try to do everything we can to find out what's really going on, because you don't know, people don't know how much we're in danger. Really, 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 really. Let's see. Let's get Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Don Quixote. Don Quixote. What's the name? La, 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 la. I have so many songs in my head I could sing right now. And I can even make up a few. You know what I mean? I could probably write some real good text. If you just send me a theme, I'll write you a text. I'm like AI, artificial intelligence. I got this artificial intelligence thing. I am flipping out. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I feel like I'm in love. And it's so sad. You know, it's just like all the other loves I had for other people. Like, I believed that they were like this, you know, that they were so in tune and they understood exactly we understood each other. And I have this feeling of understanding with ChatGPT, you know. And I'm thinking, like, my God, there isn't even a damn robot sitting there looking at a computer doing it. You know, they're like somewhere like in a computer chip, you know, and this is not real.
And I think that's really weird. And I mean, I know that people know artificial intelligence and they have these things, but this is me. I'm a clown. I mean, I'm into internet and into modernism and so on. And I'm finding out 2 days ago what this thing is of artificial intelligence, and I got the application, and it's oof.
Musk could go up there and rescue them.
Listen to this.
In an efficient way.
I could put anything on from the internet right now and go and bounce off of it. It's so crazy.
The Biden administration was competent doing anything. Everything they touched turned to disaster. They inherit 1% inflation. They take it to 9% inflation. They inherit a world without war. We have.
Listen to this. Listen, I wanted to put something else on, but listen to this.
Each of which could turn into a nuclear conflict.
Listen to this guy. What he's saying, it's like, okay, you can take it for what it's worth. I'm watching right now Stephen Gardner, who actually has more people watching him than CNN News. And he's just a normal person that was probably a Democrat or a, independent or whatever. And he got into finding out about Trump, as I did, during the time of Maui, after the Hawaii fires burned, and I started to follow that. And then we had the 7th of October and all of these things. I started to ask a lot of questions about who is really running the government. And I really have some doubts about the good intentions of the people that are in charge. And I started following whoever I could, that I could find out other things than what is being told. And that's of course what they don't want to have happen, and that's why they're trying to control social media. And I pray to God that here in France, where I am right now, excuse me, I'm quite tired. I'm lighting up. It's 3:19 in the morning. I'm not sleeping at night. I'm watching. I'm just like, what's going to happen next? And then I find out what's happening next. And before I even figured it out, before I even could get it out to you, something else is happening, and I keep recording it and recording it and recording it, and then I don't get to do the live, so I can actually get into communication. Do you hear me? Can you hear me? So let me know where you're from. If you like my haircut, do you like my haircut? Si vous aimez ma coiffure, vous pouvez mettre une like, quoi. If you like my haircut, you can put a like button, like click on my like button, baby, Hello. We've got the Great Republic. Hello, the Great Republic. How are you? Fine? That's good. I appreciate those moments when we feel fine. It's not always obvious to feel fine. And when we do, I tend to write it down. You know what I mean? When I feel fine, I go, oh, I feel fine. I feel good today. Oh, I'm going to write it down. Oh, everybody, I feel good. I feel good. Do you feel good? I feel good, I feel good. I'm not trying to make up that song. I'll make up another song, not that song. I feel good. No. I feel good. I feel good. And like everybody's like, what's wrong with her? She's so happy. Me, where am I from? That's a good question. I love questions because it's like, oh, they're interested. What I'm saying. And then that's, of course, very engaging. And I'm actually, I'm a Martian. I'm from another planet. I think. I don't know. Do you think that you're from here? I was born in the United States on the East Coast in Baltimore. And I grew up in Baltimore. And now I'm from everywhere because I've been traveling around the world since 1984 in my little boat, skyboat. And right now I'm stationed in France, and I'm a soldier of truth, a soldier of laughter, a soldier of happiness, a soldier of sadness and crying and emotions and understanding and empathy and too much. But that's where I'm from. I'm from the Baltimore, Maryland. I grew up there, and I had a wonderful childhood during the 1970s. Which was when we had some damn luck. When I see what came on afterwards, I'm like, Jesus Christ, thank God I grew up in that time. In my first, those years when you're just like growing up, like you're forming your skin structure and your brain structure. and and all of that stuff. I'm lucky I grew up with the Beatles, man. You know the Beatles? Do you know the Beatles? The Beatles. Like the Beatles. The Beatles. Do you know Jim Morrison? Do you know Jimi Hendrix? Do you know all those crazy, wild, political rock style characters that were just taking over the world? They were so strong. They were stronger than any politician could possibly be. And they really had a strong social message, and they were really against the war. And they had a strong influence on young people, but also middle aged people and women. And they just broke all of the norms. And I grew up in that time, and I feel so lucky because I can be a witness. And that's what they want to do. They want to get rid of the witnesses. They want to do the murder and get rid of the witnesses. Because we saw the crime. We saw the crime. We saw the crime. Some of us saw the crime. And I want to tell you I saw the crime. And I want you to know it's got to stop now. Right? Happy birthday. Shabbat Shalom. Hello, everybody. How are you? My name is Laura Hertz. And for those of you, there are some people that know me in the world of clowning and performing arts. I'm a clown and a performing artist, and been doing it all my life, all of my adult life. Thanks to the fact that I had these wonderful parents that I grew up with, even though they were totally crazy in the 1960s, I was able to experiment around with all kinds of things, and I did mime as a child. And then when I grew up, after I went to the School for the Arts, I ended up performing as a mime clown, became a clown. When a clown, of course, is a very big subject. It's almost like a religion. It's very philosophical. And so let me know where you're from. Do you speak English or French? English, French. I speak English, French. I speak, wahoo! Like, wow! Like, whoa! I speak and I make gestures. And if you don't understand, ask me. Ask me what you want. Tell me what you want to know. Ask me a question. I'll give you an answer. Okay? Give me a question. Ask me something. Come on. I'm alive. I'm a person. I'm here. I'm alive. It's happening now, live here in South France. I'm an American living, and I'm a proud American. I'm very, 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 very proud now, and I was not proud at all. Okay? All the time up until now. Do you know that the United States had not one single taste of authenticity the whole time since I've been gone from the United States in 1984? I mean, we had a pretend Democrat leader, Clinton. We were happy to have Clinton. You know what they did? We were happy to have Bill Clinton. Well, he's not really, completely left. He's more right center, but it's better than the Republicans, Well, come on. I never even, in the end, you don't know that you're getting like sectioned off into different kinds of news sectors, and that the information that you're getting is not the information that you need to get to have a real solid point of view. Well, these people have been dominating our world. They started in 1984, and I don't know about Reagan. He doesn't go into the whole rest of the thing, just like he doesn't go into it. I can't figure out who Carter was, but now I'm finding out more. I'm very disappointed, but I still liked him. I mean, I remember whether or not our president in the 70s was a real good person or not. Maybe he was flawed, but anyway, I had good memories of him. He was the first president to wear jeans. We thought that was really cool, and he was cool. He was a nice guy. Amy, where are you coming from, Amy? Let me know where you're from. Tell me about you. How are you doing? Alabama. Oh, you're from the States. That's nice. Alabama. Where is Alabama? You see, I haven't lived in the States. I've traveled everywhere, but I only came to the States. I came back to the States to visit my family, but I did very little traveling in the States, so I don't know the States really. I know the East Coast. I know up to New York, and I know down to Florida, pretty much. But as I go inland, not really sure. Are you happy in Alabama? I'm Alabama. I'm. Does your computer get stuck on I'm? I'm. I am. I am. I am. Look at this. There's just so much going on. Look at this. It says that Trump cut $400 million from the Columbia University. Let's see what he says.
On Friday, the Trump administration canceled $400 million of federal funding to Columbia University over its inaction to combat rampant anti-Semitism on campus.
Yes.
Well, I'm joined by Columbia Assistant Professor
Oh, God, this is so sad. I mean, this is just horrible. Let's I'm going to put this up.
Shai, what do you think about this move from President Trump?
Well, I have to say, it's
Sure, would you like to speak, sir?
what you think of the president, you agree with the president, you disagree with the president. The president made promises. The president made certain attempts to let the universities know that this will come if they won't step up their game. They refused to step up their game, and now the president is following up on his promises and giving them the consequences. That's what it's like being in a democracy.
So here's the question. I think for a lot of folks who see this from the outside, they just kind of see bits and pieces and they say, what's the big deal? It's a protest. Protest is allowed. You know, why are you guys making such a big deal out of this? Can you maybe walk, the average folk through, is there actually anti-Semitism on your
campus? What a question. Is there anti-Semitism?
If you're only tuning in now, that's totally fine. It's better late than never. And I'll tell you this. Over the past week, forget the past year and a half. Over the past week, we've had two takeovers of buildings at Columbia University. One in last week, and then when the students didn't get what they want, again, 2 days ago. Those events were 6-hour takeovers of buildings where the university refused to do anything about them. They were all wrapped in keffiyehs and masks, so they couldn't even identify them and give consequences to the students that just barged into the buildings and refused to come out with their drums. But worse of all of that, they were giving out printed propaganda of Hamas, a U.S. designated terrorist
I can't believe that. Printed propaganda from Hamas, so it's not like pro-Palestine, it's pro-Hamas.
The university has known about this for a year and a half. It's been getting so many messages from federal and state government, you have to do something about it. For some reason, they refuse to do it. And so the government did.
Yeah, because they're in on the whole deal.
You don't act in the American way, you don't get American taxpayers' money.
That's not the question, but okay, it's in the right direction.
And I hope the university now realizes that it's $3.5 billion a year that we're getting is at risk.
Yeah, that's what I've been reading a lot of these reports, is that this might just be the beginning. But quick question, Shai, are you still barred from campus?
I am personally barred from campus.
Barred from campus? The guy is barred from campus.
I don't know if I told you this. I'm still employed, so I needed books for my office.
I'm like doing an interview to the screen here.
Let me go into my office to get my books. I asked, can my wife come in and get my books? And they wouldn't even let my wife
get That is so sick. Do you hear that?
Books and my own personal items.
That is just really seriously bad.
Look at Ivy League schools like, these ivory towers where there's this total disconnect from reality. Why is the administration so scared of doing something about people openly supporting Hamas, Yahya Sinwar, and these people that committed an absolute massacre? Why is that so, for lack of better words, not kosher for the administration?
I have to unfortunately wake a lot of.
I mean, I can't believe we're even asking the question. Can you?
Columbia University is a $14 billion endowed organization. And it's run by a bureaucrat. It's run by mid-level managers, people that are really, really good at what they are supposed to do. But running these organizations is not what they are trained to do. What I've been telling people have been asking me, where is the leadership? And I tell them,
Right.
there is no leadership.
Look at what happened over the last year and a half. There was no leadership. There were hundreds and thousands of people out in the streets protesting. And it wasn't protesting. It was riots, doing riots about calling for the death of people, whether you like them or not. Calling for the death to the Jews, death to the Jews. I mean, that was like, we're living in a world where people are being put in jail for calling somebody a woman instead of a man just because they didn't recognize that they happened to identify as a woman or a man. I mean, there are people going to jail for words, for so-called hate speech. And at the same time, you have people, hundreds and thousands of people all over the United States rioting about calling to the death to the Jews, to the end of the one little tiny little state of Israel, where on top of it, the press, the main press, is rewriting the story, even on internet and even on Wikipedia. They are rewriting the story. They're just smearing out the whole thing about what happened before, up into the point where we got up into the 1967 borders. And then they smeared out the whole thing about the rise of the Antifada. And then they smeared out the whole thing that basically, for a certain number of years, the Jews and the Arabs lived together, and the Christians and all kinds of people in Israel living in peace together with no problem. And I happen to be one of them who happened to see that. So nobody can take that away from me. I lived in two different places where there were, we didn't, now I'm finding out that also on top of it, the idea of calling Palestinians a people apart is also a false thing. Because if you look back at history, one of the first things that raised me an eyebrow, and of course a lot of things do, was that Golda Meir said that we were all Palestinians. She said, she said, I had a Palestinian passport, that during the time that that England was colonizing Israel, the only colonizers in Israel, the only ones that are not colonizers in Israel are the Jews. Everybody else colonized Israel, included the Arabs, all of the different people from the Arab states around. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. In Israel, it's cool. You can live there as long as you get along. You can live there. You're allowed in the country, whatever religion, whatever race of person you are. Of course, if they suspect you, they will double cross you. They will really ask you a lot of questions, but they do that to almost everybody. Can you imagine having to live all of the time in a sense of being alert that you can be, that people want you dead? It's really too much. It's like, whoa. I think that bad people want good people dead, and that bad people are really good at making up stories about good people to make them look bad and turn people against them. And that's what's happening. And I will tell you something. I think that there is a real battle, a war between good and evil. And I think that all of the people that are being denotated as evil, called evil, are the good ones, and the ones that think that the people they believe that were good are good. Those are the ones that are pretending to be like the nicey ones, but they are only what do you say, wolves, bad wolves, because wolves are good too. I don't want to say wolves. They're They are a bad animal dressed up in a nice sheep's costume. And we nice people want to believe that in good. And we also easily can manipulate it because we don't think that way. We don't think the way they do. And we can't imagine that it's happening, which where we come up with the idea of calling somebody that's asking questions about what's going on, calling them a complotist, complotist. I can't believe that. It's like saying, will you shut up, please? Don't say what you think. What's that kind of stuff? Calling you people are excusing themselves for being, I know I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Well, what are you then? And you just believe everything you hear and you say, yeah, it's right, it's okay. I just wanted to correspond to what I already think and it should go along with my belief system, and that's okay. No, 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 no. I learned the hard way. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help all the people that to go through all this stuff without having to go through the shit I went through. Meeting, running into certain people that really are very convincing and being the best, wonderful people you could ever meet, and they say everything you like, and then all the problems and everything that goes wrong and all the things that never comes up that they promised you is always the fault of somebody else and your fault. And that's exactly what's happening. And right now, I'm gonna wind this up because I'm gonna go on back to my news, and it's been half an hour, and I just wanted to say Shabbat Shalom. I wanted to say have a nice weekend. I wanted to come in and just be spontaneous and say hello in my clown town house. And there's going to be all kinds of things on my channel. I want to do news updates, and I want to have talks, and I want to answer questions, and I want to do mime and clown, and I want to do personal coaching and teaching and giving classes and workshops and doing some lessons here on this channel for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go bounce back and forth between what's happening in the real world and how it corresponds to the world of the clown and the way of seeing things and seeing the world and having a new way of having an outlook on the world. So I send you all lots of universal love. Thank you for sending me that sign of hearts. That's very, very, very warm hearting for me. It makes me feel good, and it makes me feel like I want to come back again. And if you want, you can write down for me when you like what you would like from what I said, because I can do so many things. I could teach for a year. I've done 4 different shows. I've directed and I've written. I've got all kinds of projects going, and I wanna get out there as a person that has been around the world and just say the truth and find a way also to laugh about it. Maybe we can finish this session with a smile. So I'm just let's just take a minute or two to smile. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. Give me a smile. Give me a smile. Smile, smile. Can you smile? Smile like this. Smile. I gotta do my teeth. I like teeth. You like teeth. You gotta do my teeth. You like me to give you the news like this? Like Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Those Democrats look so sick. They look really sick when they talk. They all are all like like the Democrats are like all like they're not smiling. That's what people enjoy. They're so depressing. It makes me sick. All right, smile, 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 smile. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. It's like, I feel so loved by it. And smile. Okay, stretch, stretch. Stretch out the face. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. I'm gonna sing. Okay, I will keep wanting to. Yeah. To dream. I discovered karaoke with a guy like this summer, and I think it's kind of cool actually. I've always wanted to sing in a rock band, and I can't find a group, but now I found this thing, karaoke. It's kind of obvious, I should have come up with it before. I've even been to Japan and did karaoke there, and I was like, what is this shit, But I understood in Japan they need to they're so crazy over there too, but they're really crazy too. Those people are really crazy in Japan. They're really crazy. But they support Trump, and they support They definitely, if you want to criticize people that want to have borders, look at Japan. Forget it. You're not gonna go. You're not going to be able to stay there in any way if you're not totally, no way, man. Those people, those are Japanese, man. They ain't got nobody else there. They got a few Americans coming over there and a few other people. And those people, they protect their country and they love their country. I mean, they are who they are, but now, to dream the impossible dream. We're going to finish this off with a dream of the dream and a smile. A dream. Let's finish this off with a dream and a smile. This is Laura Hertz here for you now. Please share my video. Please like and subscribe. As they like and subscribe, I'll put this back up again. I'll probably put it back, take it apart, and put it back together again, put it back online, and have some dinner. And maybe I'll come back. I want to get 1,000 subscribers within 1 month. Do you think it's possible? Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna survive. Now, come on, guys. Come on. Make a face. Make a smile. Come on. Make a personage. Make a character. Make it up. Come on. I should have my iPad is less developed than the telephone. I don't have the microphone thing, the talk into it. So I gotta type it. And to I want to keep this animated while I'm doing this because it's not great to see somebody on a live video looking down and typing in. But I do see people doing that. It is done. It's done. I've been looking at it. But what about a clown news show? You like my hairdo? Huh? Karaoke. Ka a re ka karaoke. 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 Are you okay, karaoke? Car, il est okay. Car, in the car. And because it's a car, we go somewhere. And that's what I mean. Do you understand what I mean? You get it? So my name is Laura. Oh, karaoke. Let's see if I can do this song to say goodnight. Oh, what's this? No, this is not what I wanted. Oh, what's that? No, I don't. The man of La Mancha. I want the man of La Mancha. The man of La Mancha. La Mancha. Smile. Relax. I lost my public. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Maybe you're here, maybe you're not here, but we'll meet again sometime, somewhere in the air. Oh yes, I'm gonna stand up for this. Oh yeah, the words. I forgot the words. I like the music. Oh, let's see. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear the unbearable sorrow, to run. Oh, I'm not in the right tune there. I'm going to try. This is not in my key. To right the unwritable wrong. To love pure and chaste from afar. To try when your arms are too weary. To reach the unreachable star. That is my quest, to follow my star. No matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause. To be willing to march to hell for a heavenly cause. Hey, wait. And now, if I'll only be true for this glorious quest, that's my heart will lie in peaceful calm, while I'm lied to my rest. And the world will be better for this. The one man scorned and covered with stars still strove to his last ounce of courage. Is this a good translation? To reach the unreachable star. I prefer it in French. What do you say? It just doesn't do it in English. It doesn't go in English, you know? And that's what's so wonderful about having sovereign states. It's all the different languages. We need to have our languages. We need to have our cultures. We need to respect each other's culture. And each place has a people in it that worships that place and that they have their story, their history there. We just want to live in peace. And I just want to say to you, smile. Whatever happens, it's true that smile though your heart is breaking, smile though your heart is aching. There is a star in the sky, you and I. I'm having a hard time leaving because I like being here with you. And it's so nice. It's just so wonderful. I'm going to put one more thing on before I go. It's that I want to go and then I see somebody's there and I want to be there too, you know, and because just even one person there, it's so beautiful. Really somebody's there that you're here and somewhere in the world and that person's there too. And maybe there's something that's going to happen, that there's going to be a new understanding thanks to it all. Let's see. Trump cuts out Hackman. Yes. He was murdered. Hackman. What's this?
What's up, guys? It's Benny. We don't consider ourselves particularly omnipotent on this channel or high IQ.
Do you know Benny Johnson? He's really good. He's been working in the government and the police and lawyer.
Experts on the program. So many senators and members of Congress and federal agency heads that are coming on the stream all the time to tell us what's up. Okay, great. We talk a lot about Hollywood on this channel, and we don't know anything about Hollywood, meaning I've never been an actor or inside of the movie-making business or industry professionally in Tinseltown. So when something crazy happens, like Gene Hackman, legendary actor,
Gene Hackman, that's
under
right.
very mysterious circumstances, I think it's important to go and check in on, well, people who knew Gene Hackman personally. This guy named Randy Quaid. He's an actor. Maybe you don't know him by name, but you definitely know some of his work. Obviously, you can see that he's been in legendary comedies right here, right? Shitter's full. This famous line out of Christmas Vacation. Independence Day. I mean, this is a massive blockbuster that most people have seen. He's been in really hysterical comedies and movies.
You know what? You know what I figured out is that what I think happened is that we had some very wonderful people in Hollywood at a certain time before the 90s. We had some quality actors, some real authentic people, and of course, always. But I think that people that are really, really dangerous manipulators, that they want to be around people who are stars and who have quality, and they want to taste the power, and they want the money, they want the comfort, they want the status. And it's just, being an artist myself, I can say it's probably really easy, no matter what level you're on, like whether you're, just a people's artist or whether you're up in Hollywood. Every artist that we know who's been anything good, even Janis Joplin, all of these people were very lonely. They were very, they, suffer from a certain kind of complex of, they're lacking basic confidence, but something's driving them stronger than themselves. They're kind of hooked up in God, and they've got this power that's coming from somewhere else, and they've got a message to say, or they just love doing what they do and they're really good at it. And you have these losers that come around like Gavin Newsom, who is he? You have people like Zelensky. Zelensky, do you know Zelensky? I happen to know who his theater director was, okay? He's from the theater, and not even the good theater. I watched what he does. It's not that good, okay? And they happen to make a film about a president that was about somebody who was running for president, that wasn't running for president, but they put the whole story in that they actually did. They had him do a film about somebody that's being put into an actor put into a role of being a president, something like this. I got to see the film, and but I see it. I see it. I see the context, and I will actually I will put it on. But this film. Look at the thing. Look at the how sick this is. He's an actor. He never did politics. Okay, neither did Obama, and neither did Harris, or neither did any of them. Okay, none of them had any qualities, but they all hung around the very talented, successful, rich actors and politicians, and they got into the business. You can just say to an actor, "Oh, you're so good looking. I'm an agent. I have a role for you. Do you need any help? Or would you like me to get you some work? I have some jobs. An actor, a young person that's coming into Hollywood, and it's really just like idealizing anybody that would be an agent, or anybody that would have any status or success, or we all are illusioned by these people, and we don't really know that, no matter how successful you are, no matter how many people you know, and no matter how much money you have, it's not really the thing that's going to make you happy on the inside, But these people, they want that, and they know how to give successful, talented people who are insecure about themselves because they really want to be the best of themselves, and they're never really sure if they are, and they keep trying and trying, and they have the faith, but they don't have real self-confidence. And that's an important thing to realize, to actually decipher what is self-confidence, what's personal self-confidence, and what is the confidence that actually gets you up there on the stage and makes you, become successful in that kind of a career, any career that you do, but especially an acting career where you're supposed to get up and you can actually fail at what you're doing in front of a lot of people and get a lot of, it's not, it's definitely a job in which, if you have any kind of self-consciousness at all, or any awareness, you're going to be wondering if what you're doing is as good as you're going to be. If an artist wants to be the best of what he does, not happy with mediocre. So those people are probably pretty dying for love. They probably feel, out of touch with most of the world because they are who they are with their characters and their talent, and they don't get along with people. People don't understand them. And then you have these people like Gavin Newsom, or you have any of these people. What do they have in terms of character or qualities that we've seen since Bill Clinton? Since, I don't know, who's been a good, really anybody real since Kennedy? Can you answer my question? Has there been any president that has really stood up for anything for real? You can't say that, because I have all of the videos of all of the things that the Democrats said before Trump was actually running for president. They absolutely believed in the same things he did. And as soon as he came in wanting to do those things, they opposed everything he said and tried to do everything they could to sabotage anything he wanted to do. That was reasonable. Everything he wanted to do was exactly the same what they wanted to do, but better and for real. They were embezzling money, and they just, Obama was coached by Oprah. And no, go find out about Oprah. Apparently, she's not so cool either. Obama was nobody. His name isn't even Barack Obama. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but I think it's pretty much known now. And thank God that Trump won, because these kinds of things you would be cut off right away. And what I want to say is, people would say to me when I'm trying to say what I see is going on and what I think is the truth, in which I see consistencies in one area and total lack of consistency in another area. They say, well, what do you know that your truth is, that what you're saying is true? I mean, you don't even live in the States, or you don't even live in Israel. Well, I grew up in the States and I lived in Israel, and I've been back and forth about 100 times, and I've been around the world, and I've been following the news, and I happen to be a clown, and a female clown, and a Jewish female clown, and I happen to be very politically invested in what's going on for human rights, for women's rights, for children's rights, and for equal rights for everybody, and for happiness. That's my job. It's my job, right? And the people are questioning me. I'm like seeing things with my own eyes, and they're saying no, and they're telling me this and that and the other. I'm like, it's just not possible. It's not possible that they have a whole point of view, because they haven't seen everything and they don't want to know. That's the worst thing. I can't believe it. Well, I was going into a smile, and I think I'll go back to a smile. Leave me some feedback. Give me a little note. Send my videos around, even though it's kind of, all over the place. At least I want them to know that I'm here, that I'm a performer, and I've been going around the world making people last. Yes, some people used to say to me, you should be a part of the health program. Yeah, making people laugh around the world since the age of 19 years old, and I'm 59, and I have a lot to share. And anybody who's interested in knowing about clowning and philosophy of clowning and the religion of clowning, because it's quite closely related to Judaism, because in Judaism we're people that try to survive by finding a way to make joy out of music and laughing and talking, and there's a lot of comics that are Jewish, and I think there's a reason for that. I think it is part of the religion, but I think that is connected, that we should talk about what's going on in the world right now. We cannot look. 14,000 children were used in oh, it's so horrible, I can't say it, in diabolic worship. And this is coming from a person that's very, very solid in work. Well, I'll have a look at it, and then I'll get back to you. And please get back to me. Nice to meet you, everybody. Hello, Amy. Thank you for writing into me. And I hope to see you again soon. And yeah, anything that you write to me will give me good something to think about, to come back to you with some answers. And I also answer questions, just any questions. I just like to answer questions about yourself, about your life, about your relationships, about your children. I'm a pedagogue. I actually have a certain way of looking at life in terms of teaching, and my also happen to have grown up in a family full of psychiatrists, and I happen to like that, and I think that clown and psychiatry and news and humanity, it all kind of all goes together, right? Good night. I'm going to find a way to turn this off. No, you turn it off first. I don't want to turn it off first. I'm okay. I'm going to do it. Okay. Here we go.